King of the Road.
You found the all-new King of the Road radio show, brought to you by Starvin' Marvin's Bar and Grill on AM 1300 KSET. I'm Jim, King of the Road. Thanks for listening. During the next hour, I'll be airing my exclusive interviews and concert audio featuring famous and up-and-coming recording artists. Most of the audio that we feature on the show is recorded right here in Southeast Texas. During this week's show, we'll look in the rear view at the recent Beaumont Boys Bash on Crockett Street in downtown Beaumont. Ride shotgun with me as we cruise there now.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim, King of the Road.
Jim, King of the Road.
The 2011 Beaumont Boys Bash recently took place on Crockett Street in downtown Beaumont. This year's participating performers included Clay Walker,
Like a nigga living out of loving you, I'd be a millionaire in a week or two.
Neal McCoy,
Just like every lock's got to have a key. Ever goes looking for the sea.
Zona Jones,
Pal, game on. Everybody's yelling, come on over too.
and Blue Broussard.
We both broke each other's hearts. Yeah, we tore our worlds apart.
On the evening before the Crockett Street concert, Songwriters Night took place at the Dixie Dance Hall.
Mr. Kevin Denny, y'all. Well, I'm going to start off here by dedicating this first song to Ellen. She's the one that sponsored me for being down here, and I really appreciate that. And she told me to send her out a song, and I'll send this out to Tracy Bird, too, because I had a hand in co-writing this song. He recorded it a couple years back, so thanks, Tracy. It's called A Cowboy and a Dancer. I was thumbing my way out of San Antonio, saddle on my back and my Ray-Bans on, dusty old cowboy hat, stuffed up jeans.
Kevin Denny, welcome back to Beaumont, man.
It's great to be back down here. Been looking forward to it.
Came back for the Beaumont Boys Bash, Songwriters Night. How'd it go?
Yeah, we had a great show last night and had a good turnout. Appreciate everybody coming out. It's a good time.
You hung around for an extra day for the Beaumont Boys Bash here on the street, on Crockett Street for the concert. Neal McCoy, Zona Jones, and Clay Walker.
Yeah, they asked me if I wanted to fly out today, and I said, no, I want to stay and hang out with everybody and just chill out and enjoy the show and yeah, have a good time.
Kevin Denny, remember that song, That's Just Jesse? That was his solo release, but you've written a lot of other songs that have been recorded by other artists, including Tracy Bird.
Yeah, Tracy cut one of my songs called A Cowboy and a Dancer, and done a great job on it, and I was really honored to get him to do one. He's a good buddy of mine, and also had Bonfire on Craig Morgan that I was a writer on last year.
Hit.
Yeah, man, and yeah, just fortunate to get that one last year.
Searching for some answers, cowboy and a dancer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're the Blue Broussard Band. This is our hometown. We're from Beaumont, Texas, everybody. This is Zona Road. This is called England, everybody. Hearts. Yeah, we tore our worlds apart. But girl, you've got a home waiting right back here in Texas.
Blue Broussard, great show, man. It's great to see you at the Beaumont Boys Bash.
Appreciate it. It was an honor to be asked. Good crowd today and pretty weather. So it's like I said, I know they had them a couple of times, and I was wondering if they ever were going to ask, but we're here, so we had a great time.
So this is the first time you've been at the Beaumont Boys Bash?
It's the first time ever. I mean, it's our first time to play, and as I said, my first time to even attend or anything like that. So it's been a good experience for us so far.
And you came on just before Neal McCoy. He's coming up, man.
I know Neal.
Legend.
I've seen Neal before. He puts on a great show. He's an entertainer, so we kind of knew what we were up against. Every time we get on stage, we kind of compare it to going to battle or something like that. We kind of get hyped up before the show and trying to get excited, trying to get the crowd into it. We had a great time.
I just want you to know, if you ever get tired of the city lights, girl, you've got a home waiting right back here in Texas. It ain't that far.
By the way, proceeds from the 2011 Beaumont Boys Bash went to the Hewen Center in Port Arthur, Texas. Since 1936, Hewen has been a name synonymous with hope, care, and love. Hewen Center has meant compassion for those who cannot always care for themselves. Country star Zona Jones.
You know, this year we're partnered with the Hewen Center, and I think they've done such a great job of putting the event together. Monty Osborne and all the people there at the Hewen Center have just really jumped in and rolled up their sleeves to put on a first-class event. So it's exciting to do it again. It's exciting for me and for my guys, and I think it's especially exciting to have Clay in town. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
If I can make a living out of loving you, I'd be a millionaire in a week or two. I'd be doing what I love and loving what I do. If I can make a living out of loving you. Yeehaw!
Of course, Clay Walker headlined the 2011 Beaumont Boys Bash, and we'll feature an exclusive interview and concert footage with the country star later on the King of the Road show. We kicked off our coverage of this great fundraiser by featuring singer-songwriter Kevin Denny from Nashville and Beaumont's own Blue Broussard. Here's some more exclusive concert footage of the Blue Broussard Band's fantastic performance.
Empty battles and broken hearts were the only thing I'd leave behind. 'Cause I've been thinking about you, and I want to know, are you thinking about it too?
Tell me what else is going on with the career. Doing some recording, you're going to do the live CD, and you're just marketing and just working it all the time?
Yeah, we're pretty much playing in the Texas, Oklahoma region. I know a lot of people that watch your show, that they're fans of what they call Texas music or Red Dirt music, and that's probably the mold or genre I guess that you would throw us into, and that's what we do. We're it's primarily a younger audience. It's we play a lot of college towns, and we just get out there and try and hit the road and hit it just as hard as we can.
Blue Broussard, you need a great band to hire for your event or whatever. If you need a great mortician, you've gotten into that business too, the family business a little bit.
Our family has had a business in this area for a long time. I'm a sixth generation Beaumonter, so we've definitely been here a long time, and I serve in that capacity, helping our family business a lot, and also do our music just as full force as we can.
Like I'm thinking of you, baby. Oh, like I'm thinking of you.
Of course, Beaumont boy Zona Jones has been a mainstay at the annual concert and fundraiser.
Everybody needs a little too much fun. Everybody needs a little coming undone. Take a brain vacation, telling you how. Everybody needs a day off. Everybody needs a day off.
Zona Jones, man, so good to see you again.
King, how are you?
Great. We're on the bus with Zona Jones. It's been a while since I've been on this bus. I think every time I come on here, you've been in a different bus.
No, that's not true. This is the same bus.
Oh, is it really?
Same bus as last time.
It's been a while.
Not many people on it.
Yeah, not as many people on this bus.
Well, right now.
Yeah.
Now.
You're cutting back on people.
We're trying.
That's my old friend Zona Jones. Of course, he's been around here for a long time, one of the Beaumont boys, and a couple of years ago you released an album, Prove Me Right. Great cuts on that album, by the way.
Thank you very much. We had a great time making that record, and so it's been fun getting out and playing that for the last year and a half or so to all the folks out there, and looking forward to getting some new stuff this summer. So we'll be back in the studio cutting some new stuff and have a new project out here pretty soon.
Do you think the album will be out this summer?
I don't think the album will be out this summer. We'll probably have a new single out by the end of summer. So
fantastic. And Harleys and Horses, of course, that just tore up the airwaves. You got a lot of national exposure, some top 50 hits on that song, almost in the top 40.
We had a real good run with some of the music on our first album, and we're really pleased with the way that it got out there and helped us get rolling.
Everybody's yelling, come on over to who won, can't say, 'cause I never took my eyes off you.
It's the King of the Road show, and we're looking in the rear view at the recent Beaumont Boys Bash. Coming up next, Neal McCoy.
Cool in the gang. Oh, snap. That's the hottest horn section I've ever heard in my whole life. Jones.
Also coming up, our Clay Walker exclusive.
I was a kid. King of the road.
Thanks for listening to the King of the Road radio show on AM 1300 KSET, brought to you by Starvin' Marvin's Bar and Grill. I'm Jim King. Be at Starvin' Marvin's tonight for Paula Nelson, the daughter of Willie Nelson. It's the Paula Nelson Band at 9:30 tonight at Starvin' Marvin's Bar and Grill. No cover charge, and they've got crawfish, mounds of crawfish, $24.99 for all you can eat, or $6 a pound. Come join us. By the way, King of the Road Productions will be there videotaping the Paula Nelson Show for a future episode of the King of the Road Show on Fox 4 KBTV. Of course, the King of the Road Show airs tonight at 9:30, and this evening we'll wrap up our look in the rear view at the Beaumont Boys Bash. You can see the video to some of the audio that you're hearing on this program with our Clay Walker and Neal McCoy exclusives. Also on tonight's show, we'll debut a new video, kind of a tongue-in-cheek tune about the noise ordinance that was recently passed in Beaumont. It's called 55 decibels. Check it out tonight at 9:30 on Fox 4 KBTV. We could be running a little bit late due to Major League Baseball, but hopefully it'll be on at 9:30 or so tonight. Now ride shotgun with me as we conclude our look in the rear view at the recent Beaumont Boys Bash in downtown Beaumont. Here comes Neal McCoy.
We were meant to be together, no doubt about it. Like a hammer and a nail, socks and shoes, we go hand in hand like a rhythm and blues. But all I ever needed was you.
It took some work, but we got Neal the Real McCoy in the fold this year for the Beaumont Boys Bash. We're so glad you're back here in Beaumont.
Thank you, Jim.
I'm officially here to officially make you a Beaumont boy.
Uh-oh.
And as your initiation, you can't leave Beaumont for the first month. You can't leave Jefferson County, and you have to perform 7 nights a week in Beaumont, Texas.
Is that right? Is that all it takes?
To be a Beaumont boy.
I think I spit on you. Sorry about that.
He's eating his ice cream.
Is that what I got to work 7 nights a week for a whole month?
Yeah, we'll find you a gig 7 nights a week. You don't have to go on the road anymore. You can stay right here in Beaumont.
If it pays good enough, I'll stay right here in Beaumont.
You'll pack out the Dixie Dance Hall, Starvin' Marvin's, Whiskey River. We'll have you everywhere.
That's the deal.
Come on! Once I was a funky singer. Come on! Playing in a rock and roll band.
Neal McCoy, he's the kind of an honorary Beaumont boy here.
Tonight
for this,
I am.
Beaumont Boys Bash. Clay Walker, Neal McCoy, Zona Jones. Can't wait for the show, man.
Thank you. We're excited about it. We love being down in this area. We used to get down here a lot more than we do. But obviously, I'm not a Beaumont guy, but I am a Texas guy. I'm just up northeast. I know this is southeast, so I was flattered when they called me and told me, and get to be on with, I know some great local folks, and then also Zona Jones, Clay Walker. Should be a big night out here.
And you're old friends with these guys, too, like Clay Walker and Tracy Bird, who isn't here this year, or Mark Chestnut, but you know those guys really well.
We all kind of came in the business around the same time, that early 90s mark, and had pretty much about the same success, although I guess Tracy Lawrence has kind of come back a little bit, and Clay's come back with some hits or two, so it's my turn to come back, and I'm fixing to do it.
Yep, and you just signed with a record company out of Cleveland, Ohio. You're going to be releasing some new stuff this summer, or
I am.
Going to be?
We go in the studio August. That's the only time we're going to be able to slow down long enough to get in the studio, and then hopefully we can have a project out by the fall with a new single and the album to follow shortly after that. We're excited about it. Blaster Records is the name of the company.
Great. Sounds good. You're going to blast it out there.
That's right.
And I love that new single, New Mountain.
Yeah, thank you.
Very inspirational.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I wrote a book a few months ago that came out. It's called A New Mountain to Climb, and in the back of the book, it's a free download of the song called A New Mountain to Climb. It's something the band and I went in the studio and recorded about 7 or 8 months ago, and it's a good, like you said, it's an inspirational song.
Mountain to climb. And if I learned anything, face anything at all, and I'll fool you every time.
Very inspirational. You're a very inspirational man. You give a lot. Gives 140% every night on stage. One of the greatest entertainers in country music history.
History.
And we're so glad to have you here for the
Not one of the greatest, the greatest.
Yeah, the greatest.
That's right.
That's right. And he's a foot taller than Kenny Chesney.
Well, everybody's a foot taller than Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, even me.
Mickey Rooney's a foot taller than Kenny Chesney.